Greetings, everyone. Core here. It's that time of the week again. It's time for another midnight review. And this midnight review, I went to go see Rock of Ages. I know it sounds a little funny. I was even thinking about not even going to a midnight review this week, but I felt Rock of Ages had enough, I guess, enough hype for it that kind of made me want to go see it. And I do like movies that have a lot of musical scenes, at least into it. Where it ties in with the story, like Across the Universe, especially is one of my favorite. Because I felt like the songs complemented the story, and it actually helped progress it, and not just take 2 3 minutes out of the way just to play a song that has something to do with what's going on, but it actually progressed the story, which I think that's very cool. And Rock of Ages is kind of like that. It's almost it's almost the same story as Across the Universe. So don't look for anything as far as story wise as being innovative or extremely deep. It's pretty much it's very by the books kind of a new girl comes to town, tries to make it in Hollywood. It's during the 1987. That's the year it takes place, and she's trying to make it. She comes from Oklahoma, and she's trying to make it in Hollywood because that's the place. That's the Sunset Strip. That's pretty much the place to make it for anyone. It's Sunset Strip is kind of like diners, being a waitress for actresses and actors, stuff like that. So working in the bars, they're always trying to be singers and perform and everything. So it's one of those stories. And then of course the girl falls in love, and then there's a misunderstanding, and then they go their separate ways. And then there's I mean the slick manager. There's the crazy rocker, which the crazy rocker is played by Tom Cruise, which makes him even crazier in my eyes, at least. So it's pretty funny. It's actually pretty good. I think that was pretty spot on casting. It's kind of funny in a way because it's almost like Tom Cruise trying to be Russell Brand um, from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That's just without the English accent, at least. But it's kind of like that. Just he's kind of just there. There's a small little story with him and a Hollywood reporter for the Rolling Stones. So yeah, a lot of it is pretty much on the young couple and what they go through, and then the songs very complement what's going on. And if you like, I mean, the rock songs from the 80s and 90s, even the 70s, I think there was I don't know. I'm not good with years that songs come out. I just know I like the songs, and there was not a single song in here that I did not like. I liked every single one. I'm usually more rocker than anything. But yeah, I just liked every song. It's just a hilarious moment, which with Russell Brand and Alec Baldwin, which is just it comes about a little past halfway through the movie. Everyone was laughing because it's one of those uncomfortable laughs, but you still laugh anyways. It's not too uncomfortable, but it's pretty hilarious. Just as far as the actors involved, and I don't want to spoil the song because it's part of it. But yeah, so there's not too much as far as spoilers. You pretty much once you see the first 10 minutes and how it's running, you pretty much know how it's gonna end. I don't I don't want to say it because it's still a spoiler, but you know how it's gonna end, and it's kind of stereotypical, but it is kind of cool because they're in these different places. They have uh, these artists that are just over the top and just they're like they pick and choose different characteristics from other artists and just throw them all into one chaos ball, which that's Tom Cruise's character, and it's cool, man. It's one of those movies where it's like it's definitely one where you don't need to pay attention too much because you know the story, but it's like it's pretty much like a long music video in a way, not in a bad way, in a good way, definitely a good way, and I like that. I mean, because that's one of my things is I've done a music video for my friend's band. I know I'm promoting them and stuff, but if you look at my other channel, Lisa W Productions, you'll see that one of my first videos I uploaded was for them. It was a music video I did, which I pretty much used 2 shots of them playing, 2 different days, and then a whole bunch of video effects on just Windows Movie Maker, and well, like just some cheap shots that we did outside to try to tie in with the song. But yeah, so I would recommend. I don't necessarily recommend. I guess I would recommend this movie for anyone that likes rock music, especially from the '80s. Definitely go see that. It's not even then. I mean, it's really one of those movies where it's like you won't. The only thing you'll miss from not going to the movies is just the environment and just the sound of all the music playing and all that stuff. Just the you really get pulled into the movie when their music starts playing, and that's good at least. They all remake songs and everything. That's not the original, band singing and stuff like that. It's, I believe it's I kind of want to say it's the actors, but then I kind of don't, because it may be the actors in some of them, and it's probably not on the other ones when they couldn't sing, probably, because there's a couple actors that I don't think they could sing that well, even with enhancements and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. There's not one difference that from this and Across the Universe is that there's Across the Universe had a lot of green screen, a lot of special effects, which this one really doesn't. A lot of it's just straight shooting. That I don't think I if there was special effects, I just missed them because um, I really didn't see any. I mean, maybe with the monkey, there's a monkey, and it's not one of those cute little monkeys. It's a freaking howling monkey. It's a baboon. It's pretty. It's not this little cute thing. It's different, which that's interesting. I like seeing that because you always see those cute little monkeys, and you're like, oh, it's a cute little monkey. And this one's like, holy shit, that's a monkey that'll fucking rip your face off. So yeah, so I believe baboons are monkeys. They do have tails. But yeah, so all the actors are good in it. None of them felt stale. None of them felt wooden. They all felt like the characters. They all felt fun. They must have had fun on the set. I think I'm pretty sure they did because I would have. I did like the one fact because I used to watch wrestling back in the day. Um, there was Kevin Nash as one of the bodyguards for Tom Cruise's character, which I thought that was funny. I'm just it's my old nerd wrestling. But yeah, so this is one of those movies where it's like, if you like the music, go see it. I would recommend it even for couples, for younger kids at least, to hear the music too, because I'm pretty sure, because this takes place a year after I was born. I was born in '86. This takes place during '87. I know it's based on some realistic events at least. It's not totally nonfiction. It's not totally fiction. It's kind of like a hybrid in between. They picked and choose and changed things. But yeah, I liked it. I'm glad I went, actually. Um, I don't regret not going. But for anyone else, if you're short on cash, it's fine to skip it. It's definitely fine. And really, this is like a movie I would play if I'm having a party, because you get to hear the music. There's really maybe like 5 minutes of dialogue, and then a song will play, and then 5 more minutes, and then a song will play. And sometimes 2 songs will play, and they blend them and everything. It's like, it's really cool. I like it. And then anyone that notices I cut my hair. That's why my hair's loose instead of a ponytail. For anyone that cares. But yeah, so yeah, definitely. I would give it a solid 7 out of 10, which almost an 8, but whole numbers here. So 7 out of 10, I would give this movie. It wouldn't hurt you if you missed it. It's definitely a movie worth renting at least, just to hear the music and just to pass some time, especially. It's definitely a movie if it's on TV later on. it's fun to watch, even just to have on, just to listen to music. So until next time, guys, later.